Well, as the tri-state braces for that storm, there's a new worry.
Yep, some local leaders, they are now concerned about a possible salt shortage. Among those sounding the alarm, officials in Piscataway, New Jersey, where the public works team is gearing up for these storm preps. Pix 11's Justin Finch there live with more on the concerns. Good morning, Justin.
And good morning to you. Piscataway's mayor calling this situation critical as the window now narrows to replenish low salt supplies for his township and also, he says, many others.
MLK storm that took place over this past weekend, we used up approximately 1,500 tons of salt. We have about 500 roadway miles in our community of 63,000 people. And normally we have a capacity of 4,500 tons, but we've been waiting for 3 weeks to get a delivery of any salt.
Right now, the spectrum of possibilities is large. As that gets closer to the date, we will be able to share exactly what New Yorkers should be looking for.
Okay, a few points here. You just heard from Mayor Mamdani of New York. He is talking about the storm system, saying the city is closely watching developments there, and that as the forecast becomes more clear, they will then decide whether or not to close school altogether or shift to virtual learning for the city's roughly 900,000 public school students. Back to Piscataway here. The major concern is that right now they are running very low on their salt supplies. We're talking about, they're saying as little as 500 tons left after that big storm last weekend for the MLK storm that impacted this area. So that leaves them with very few options to replenish the salt coming in. So they could have another option, which would be to get liquid calcium, which would be a way for them to brine the roads, continue to pre-treat and get ready for this storm. But it's a much more expensive option than that rock salt. They want to get in as soon as possible. Deliveries so far have been stalled for weeks. And the big concern is, can they get that salt in, that rock salt, before things start to really deteriorate here? That is the big question. As of right now, they are working to pre-treat roads starting today and going into the weekend to get ready. But all of this depends really on how this storm moves. We're live from Piscataway. Justin Finch, Pix 11 News. Back inside to you now.
The clock is ticking. They got a couple days to get that plan in order. Justin, thank you so much. Of course, stay with Pix 11 as we continue to track the very latest on this incoming winter storm. We'll be sure to bring you up-to-the-minute updates on air, online, and streaming on Pix 11 Plus. Meanwhile,